because he's gone Usyk back to back with different teams and, you know, a lot going on. So I'm excited. I'm really excited. This is the most excited I've been on Anthony Joshua's journey so far, because I just think I think it's exciting. You know, you go into that fight in April, you know that defeat, it's all over, really. You know, like, it would be a third back-to-back defeat, and yet a great performance and a showreel knockout gets everybody saying, we're back, baby. And that's what I can't wait for, because I love it when the back's against the wall. You have to understand that. That's the best moments. And this is one of those moments for AJ.
I know you don't want to, obviously you're talking about April 1st and that's the priority at the moment, but there's this...
What's good, family? Shimano YB back once again. So we just heard there from Eddie Hearns dropping the lyrics on Anthony Joshua. If he loses, this next one is over. Is he lying? Is he not lying? We don't know. Yeah? Because people have been saying AJ's career has been over. This guy's, it's almost like a bad smell. It's always he's always lingering. And I think actually, potentially, what AJ needs is to be out of here. And I've been saying that, maybe I'm biased, but I've been saying for a while, AJ should probably have retired a little while ago. But having said that, since he's hanging about like a bad smell, I think no stadiums. And that's why I was begging. I know fans ain't never going to listen to me, but I was begging people, don't pay for that crap. I've been saying it for a while as well. Don't go there. After when was it? I'm not sure what fight it was, but I said don't support. We must vote with our coins. But you, man, pack out these stadiums for the Chisora fight. Pack out the stadiums for the Usyk. No wonder these cats just turn up and do what they want. Look at Dillian Whyte just turning up. I was watching, and it's funny, all these so-called real boxers, yeah, they clown the YouTube boxers. But them YouTube boxers, they go in there and squabble. Skill or no skill. All these so-called skillful boxers in there playing tic-tac-toe. Look at Dillian Whyte versus Fury. All that talking we heard. All that stuff about, oh, he's got no chin. I did this in sparring. He's chinny. He's pillar-fisted. All that talk, yeah. And I go onto the Zone. I go onto the Misfits YouTuber fake show, clown show. And I see women in there tagging away. Nose bleeding, tagging away, squabbling. Yeah? Meanwhile, the big buff Dillian Whyte, big bulbous looking ass Nick, and let's not forget as well, Dillian Whyte's the man, oh, YB, he's edgy, he come from kickboxing. Oh, YB, yeah, but Dillian's really hard, he's from kickboxing. Oh, kickboxing, they kept saying. And that's the whole narrative around Dillian is kickboxer and Brixton and all that other stuff. So I've got these OnlyFans females on the Misfit show, squabbling, bust each other's nose up, just out there wild. And I'm not saying, is it advisable? Would I like them women to have more skill? Absolutely. It's not just the women, the men as well. Whoever you want, really. 90% of the YouTube boxing cards are in there squabbling. Yeah? Win, lose or draw, they're in there to squabble. Leaving it all out there. Dillian, the big buff Brixton, whatever else, in there. What did he do? Turn southpaw. And then after the fight, he was actually taking it as a victory. Oh, I'm the first man to turn southpaw on Tyson Fury. You're the first man to get your ankle twist up as well by Tyson Fury in a box. Oh, listen, I've never heard about that before. Never mind turning southpaw. Dylan, you're the first man to get a twist ankle in a boxing fight. Yeah, I've heard of broken jaws. I've heard of popped shoulders. I've never heard of a twist ankle. That's how differently he lick you upside your head top. Yeah, 100%. But anyway, my point is, I think one of the best things for AJ, he hasn't hit rock bottom yet, I don't think. And Eddie Hearn said it himself. Who was it? That was it. Oh yeah, Dillian Whyte versus Franklin. Dillian Whyte versus Franklin took place. And someone said, oh, is AJ going to be there? They're going to do a face-off. Bear in mind, it's the AJ versus Dillian Whyte fight they're trying to pump life into. Eddie Hearn, after what we've seen with the Usyk fight and whatever else since, Eddie Hearn had the audacity to say, what? How dare you say AJ would be here? I think AJ's a bit above that. AJ's a bit above delivering value to the fans, essentially, in a face-off. That shows you how this guy still thinks. This guy still thinks he's like, innit? He hasn't hit rock bottom. He still thinks the sun shines out of his booty hole. That's the bottom line here, people. He hasn't hit. That's what worries me here. Yes, I salute him so far. Allegedly, he's gone to work with Derek James. And by the way, I do have to say, listen, a lot of people were saying a lot of names. I ain't gonna lie to no one. I was one of the few cats to mention Terence Crawford's trainer and Errol Spence's trainer. That's the God's honest truth. Everyone else was throwing all these other names out there. Who were they saying? God knows who. Robert Garcia. No, 100%. A lot of people had Robert Garcia in their list. Yeah, Robert Garcia this, Robert Garcia that. So I don't know. Maybe this guy's finally seen some sense. So yeah, to some extent, he may have hit rock bottom. Getting rid of... Well, that's the thing. Things aren't clear yet. We need to see what AJ's setup is. Let's see if Fernando is there. Although I have heard Fernando, he trains Richard Riakporhe. So apparently he's still in the UK. So AJ may well have made a clean cut and is looking to move on. That might well be the case. So I respect him if that's the case. But still, listen, AJ hasn't hit rock bottom enough to go back to the roots. And why couldn't AJ, for example, pull up on Dillian Whyte and get in his face and say, listen, Dillian, you just went life and death with a bum, road sweeper. You was a 12-1 underdog. Yeah, I'm going to show you what I do to 12-1 underdogs, because you're getting it. Listen, Dillian, just because you couldn't remind the public of what a 10-1 underdog looks like, I'm going to show you. I'm going to turn you into one. Yeah, because you're a super duper sweet 10-1 underdog looking ass to me. Yeah, you're a big plate of 10-1 looking ass food. Oops. Yeah, and you're getting eaten. You know what I mean? Them kind of bars there. Why couldn't he have come with that? Why couldn't... Bear in mind the shoddy performances the paying public have had to watch. One of them... Listen, let's call a spade here. Anthony Joshua is categorically one of the most buff dudes to ever walk the streets of the UK. That's just what it is. And I understand it's 2023, yeah, and being big and buff ain't what it used to be. I've been saying for a while. Back in my day, big buff burly nicks, that used to carry some sort of weight, didn't it? Yeah, back in my day, big buff 6'5", 250-pound nicks, that used to mean something in my day. These times, you're any man. Yeah, any little Ukrainian Donny can pull up and pop you in your chops. And that's the truth of the situation. Yeah. Don't mean nothing now. Big burly nicks. You're sweet. You're food like anyone else. You're sweet like anyone else. Yeah. But what was I saying? I've lost my trail of thought now. Anyway, man, listen. What was my trail of... I had a really good thing to say as well. That's pissed me off. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, that's it. After all them shoddy performances, yeah. Usyk won. To be honest, even Poulet, even Ruiz. In fact, scrap that. Ruiz 2. Yeah, Ruiz 1. Ruiz 1. Ruiz 2. Who else we got? Yeah, the whole lot of them, in fact. Last 5 years. Half of AJ's career. The last half decade. Big facts. Of shoddy performances. You'd think the least he could do is pull up on Dillian Whyte and let the public know what time it was. About he's a bit above that. You guys still ain't getting it, are you? You're not getting it. And that's what worries me about AJ. Now again, I salute him. He's left. He's done what I've told. Listen, AJ's about 5 years behind. I've been saying it for a while. My man's a bit slow. I told him 5 years to make the move. He finally made the move. Yeah? I'm just hoping now he clock on before it's because another 5 years, it's a wrap for him. But I'm just saying, in terms of the rock bottomness, he needs to understand the gravity of the situation he's in. And that's what I know I'm focusing on a little tiny part, but it all links in. Bear in mind, we all want AJ to be back burning desire, yeah? Well, I'm thinking, if AJ had a burning desire, he should have told Eddie, I don't know what you're on, I want to be there in front of Dillian Whyte on Fighting Night. Do you understand? Do you get that? If AJ was really back, yeah, he wouldn't be still doing the whole corporate thing of, oh, I'm above pulling up on Dillian. I want to remind Dillian of them 2015 times. I want to let him know nothing's changed. Yeah, I'm still big dog to him. I'm still big Nick. Yeah, you're 100%. You're little Nick to me, 100%. That's what AJ should have been on. Not, oh, I'm a corporate man and corporate man are above pulling up. Do you know what I mean? That tells me he ain't getting it. He still hasn't got it yet. Does he need to be washed some more to get it? That's the question. Eddie Hearn sitting there saying, "Oh, if we come back with a knockout." Yeah, but Eddie, you're not getting it. Knockouts don't just spring out of thin air. That's your problem, Eddie. You don't get the game. You think, oh, if you get a knockout. Yeah, if my nanny had a huge twang, be my granddad. That's what you're basically saying, Eddie. Your man's AJ ain't getting no if knockout. Yeah? He couldn't even if knock out Mr. Blobby. Okay, now. Or anyone else. Old man Pooler if you running around the ring, scared for your life. Come on now, cut the cap. Yeah? But AJ, I know. Listen, we know he ain't the smartest tool in the box. So I respect him, but that's why you put people around you who get it. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to know, boom, I need the YB in my camp 100%. Let's put that Donny in a position 100%. Let's pattern the YB up 100%. Yeah? You don't have to be a rocket scientist to know that. And here we are. Yeah? You're still milling around with these goofy dudes in there. Not adding no value to your whole camp. Now again, fair play to the guys. Allegedly made some moves in the US and whatever else. Too little, too late, but still. I ain't seeing the right things. I'm not seeing that. You shouldn't need a new trainer. You either have burning desire, yeah, or you don't. You're either thirsty to pop someone in their chops, or you're not. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe AJ, yeah. That's the thing. A lot of you AJ man fans would tell me for years, oh, YB, AJ doesn't need to be vicious. As soon as the bell goes, he can, yeah, oops. How'd that work out for you? Your man's soft like butter, 100% soft. That's how it worked out for your mans. Super soft. Looking at some Dulex advert, Andrex, whatever that soft tissue rubbish is. With a fluffy puppy on it, 100%. That's your man AJ. But anyway, man, listen. Eddie Hearn, he said, listen. Eddie Hearn said, if AJ loses this one, he's washed, he's finished. He's finished for good. Now, I'm not sure what he meant by that. Does he mean if he loses to Wilder? Does he mean if he loses to the next dude who's been served up, Dempsey? Well, obviously, if he loses to Dempsey, it's a wrap. It's a rap. It's a super duper rap. Yeah, it's a Mexican tortilla Cajun rap. That's what that'll be if you lose to that guy. Not that I know. Listen, I don't know the guy from Adam, but listen, it's about perception. Again, my whole shtick is I'm not sure if AJ gets that. He still thinks I have to do this. I'm big corporate, big dog, and big money man. Yeah, that's what he still thinks. Clearly. He ain't riding these streets like he really about it like that. That's all I'm saying, man. I don't know. I'm not sure if he knows the straits he finds himself in. Eddie gets it, but even Eddie, see Eddie joking. Ooh, if we get a stunning KO, he's still trying to make it corny, innit? For me, I've been saying for a long time. You might have heard me. I'm passionate, or in the pun. I don't care now, but at the time, I have to admit, at the time, I was passionate about Johnston. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. I was passionate and I was invested. Now I couldn't care less. But as passionate and as invested as I was, I get the feeling Eddie's just like a cornball, isn't he? Ooh, you know what I mean? He comes across corny. I'm thinking, which one of these dons in this camp get it? Which one of these dons in his camp are feeding it like I'm feeding it? Ooh, if we get a KO, ooh, we're back again. Do you know what I'm saying? It's all just a bit skin deep. Where's that burning? I don't get any from anyone involved with AJ. I mean, his whole management team are moist. Them whole 258 clowns. Moist. Yeah? I've been saying for a while, them man are moist. It's all a big joke, and that's the problem. A lot of these individuals, they grow up in... And I'm not saying I'm not a big roadman yet, but a lot of these individuals, they grow up in sheltered environments, like Eddie. And that's why Eddie don't really get it. Yeah? Eddie don't really understand when it's time to get busy. Because it's like, ooh, it's all about a big joke and a big song and a dance. There's certain times things need to get serious. And I think it's been way too long since AJ got that. We are at a serious time. It's not like, ooh, if we get a KO, we're back again. In fact, let me replay, because I think some of you, man, don't appreciate what the bars I'm dropping here. So let's rewind.
He didn't fight him for 12 months after that interview. And it would be a third back-to-back defeat. And yet, a great performance and a showreel knockout gets everybody saying, we're back, baby. And that's what I can't wait for, because I love it when the back's against the wall. You have to understand that. That's the best moments. And this is one of those moments for AJ. It would be a third back to all over, really. You know that defeat, it's all over, really. You know? Like, it would be a third back-to-back defeat, and yet a great performance and a showreel knockout gets everybody saying, we're back, baby. And that's what I can't wait for, because I love it when the back's against the wall. You have to understand that. That's the best moments. And this is one.
And that's what I was saying about these man in sheltered lifestyles. Eddie wouldn't know what it's like to have his back against the wall. And neither do I, to be quite honest with you. I ain't gonna lie to no one. But I'm not, there's no way, as much as I don't know what it's like to have my back against the wall, Eddie definitely don't. I'm not saying I come from the mud or whatever, but this guy don't, yeah? This guy wouldn't know the first thing about really having your back against the wall, Eddie. Yeah? Your back was in a big F-off $5 million mansion wall about back against the wall. And that's why Eddie can trivialise it. Ooh. Because to him it is all ooh. From Eddie's point of view, it's kind of like, I either make 50 million if AJ's career goes well from here, or I make 20 million. That's why ooh. And too many of them ooh, corny mans have been around AJ and softened. He's soft. AJ's career has become too much about ooh, and not enough about it's time to get busy 100%. Yeah? Time to pull up on Dillian Whyte after his fight and wash the guy in public. Do you know what I'm saying? Them ones. Where was them ones? Too much ooh. AJ's too big for pulling up on Dillian. That's the problem with AJ. It's been the problem. Yeah? He brought a whole bunch of cornballs into his camp, and now he's corny. It's not a big rocket science here, people. We know that. You hang around with cornballs, you end up corny. Oops. Anyway. To some extent, does AJ understand the gravity of the situation he's in? We'll surely find out. I salute him for taking a little step. At least he's gone to Derek James. That's something. Is it too little too late? We don't know. I'm just hoping that, I mean, for example, how good, I'll be much more inspired, yeah. I don't know AJ, I'm not around him all the time, but I'm only picking on the bits I can pick on publicly. I'd feel a lot more confident, yeah, if AJ had pulled up on Dillian and then gone to the US. That would have told me, well, man, my man might be back, you know. Or my man's going to America with the right mindset. Now, it could be the case, he gets there and they change his mindset, but I'd like to see him burning. I'd like to have seen him with a burning desire before he went there. Because a lot of these kind of sports people who are over the hill, look at Amir Khan. Amir Khan's the best example, really. Amir Khan, he went from place to place trying to find that spark he used to have, I feel. Do you understand? Khan was almost trying to find it. Oh, maybe I can pay for it. Maybe a trainer can give me it. No one can give you it. You either got it, yeah, or you went. A trainer can take you from... A trainer can enhance that. They can't put it in you, though. And so far, I've seen nothing since the Usyk loss that tells me AJ's got that in him, and a trainer just needs to bring it out. It's been dead for a while. And that Dillian Whyte shtick's perfect example. I mean, AJ was at Dillian Whyte's fight when he lost against Povetkin, I think. That was... I don't know, anyway. Let me know your thoughts. Eddie Hearn mugging off. And that's the thing. It's all fun and games to Eddie. And to be honest, even AJ. AJ's just as bad. I'm not blaming Eddie. AJ is just as bad. I did a video on him. He said, oh, I'm all about the money now. Out of his own mouth. I don't really care about boxing. It's not about legacy. It's about money. So, they give as good as they get. They're as bad as each other. They make a good couple. But, if it was really just about money with AJ... he could have just stayed with Fernando. So, that's what I'm saying when I say I'm conflicted. But time will tell. What we do know is, will I be putting any money on AJ ever again? Absolutely not. Not until he shows me something different, 100%. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe. Big shout out to my doggy, Hitan Patel, for boosting the coin up. Much love, no doubt.